Hello there, brothers and sisters of the WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict. My name is Lolander, and today is the King of the Hill, which is the Comet. Uh, I really love this tank. Really love it. It looks fantastic. For me, it looks really great. It's kind of a Cromwell style, but with a smaller turret and more armored. And this tank, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, tier 7 medium tank. Um, of course, it depends on your playstyle, but for me, this tank is really phenomenal. The turret can bounce a lot if you're using your gun depression. So you mainly play this tank on the hills because it has like 12 degrees of gun depression. So that's really a lot. You will see how much shots you can take from steep hills and ridges, which is really phenomenal. It's also quite mobile tank, so you can just flank in it. It has no armor except for the front of the turret, the gun manlet. So it should be used as a mobile flanker and reach fighter. So okay, let's look at the stats. Okay, so I know this part may be boring for more experienced players, but remember it's a review on the tank for players that don't have it and wondering to get it or not. So let's go. If you don't want to look at it, just skip to the next part when I'm talking about consumables and so on, or to the end of the video when is the gameplay. So okay, let's go. So 1200 hit points, 111 on your turret. Main armor on front, as I told you, it's nicely armored. 68 is 63 on sides of the turret and 57 on the back. Hull is 76 on front, 43 on sides, and 32 on the rear. View range is 202 meters. I'm using, remember, I have 100% crew and I'm using optics. DPM is 2651 using calibrated shells. If you're using gun rammer, you will have more of a DPM. Reload time is 3.62. Also, calibrated shells, you can use the gun rammer for better reload time. Average penetration is 155 on AP, 218 on APCR, and 22 on HE. Average damage is 160 on AP, 135 on APCR, and 200 on HE. Aiming time is 3.8 seconds using equipment, so I prefer this short aiming time because I use it on the move, so it really helps a lot. Dispersion at 100 meters is 0.308. Elevation is 20, depression is 12, as I told you, and it's really nice. Top speed forward is 52, reverse 18, average speed 39, power to weight ratio is 22.9, weight 32.70 ton. Third traverse speed is 55.89, hull traverse speed is 55.39, and engine power is 747.5 horsepower, which is also nice. To just sum it up, don't use this tank like you did with the Cromwell. It's not. It looks similar, but the playstyle is totally different. So if you use the Cromwell style, you will have to a bit change your way of playing this tank. And now, quick look at the consumables, loadout, and so on, and we're going to gameplay. As it comes for consumables, I use standard consumables for my set, so multi-purpose restoration pack repair kit, and adrenaline. For provisions, I use pudding and tea, black tea, and improved fuel. For ammunition, mostly AP, 48 rounds, 10 rounds of APCR, and 3 rounds of HE, because you can see the penetration on HE is really terrible. So I use HE only to decap or when I want to track some targets and I want to make sure they are tracked, like tank destroyers with no turrets and so on. As for equipment, I use calibrated shells because the penetration values aren't great on this tank. That's why you need to flank in it. I also used enhanced gun length drive and vertical stabilizer because I use it all the time, almost all the time on the move. So it really helps to get your aiming time down. As for vitality, I use defensive system because I'm trying to play on distance. I don't really want to engage the enemies frontally, so that's why I use it. But you can use improved modules if you like to RAM and so on, so you can use this equipment. So okay, I used enhanced armor. As I told you, the tank has literally no armor except for the gun manlet and the turret front. So when you show only this part, plus you have plus 4%, it will bounce more shots, and it really works and helps. I use also a toolbox in case of being detracked. I use improved optics, and I use engine accelerator because the hull traverse is quite nice without it. So and it gives you a little bit boost when you're going uphill, so that's why I use it. And I would use the high-end consumables because I'm using adrenaline, so that's main goal for me. Okay, I want to show you 3 games in the Comet. I'm tuning with my clanmate Gobinder in this game. The third game, the last game, will be a mastery, and those 2 games are not masteries, but they quite nice, and they show how to use this tank properly. So that's why I wanted to show you those games. So we're on we're on a hill as usual on this map. In most cases, it works better, but you should be aware of the of the tanks on the enemy team which you are facing. But in most cases, you will have meds and heavies, and in most cases, heavies are going with meds uphill if they're experienced. So that's why you use it. You can see how much I was standing on the ridge of a hill and still have shots on the enemies. So that's why I really like this tank, and you can flank it with it easily, which I'm gonna do now. We want to take this SU-100. It's a turretless TD, so if you get behind them, they're really there's nothing they can do about it. So you can use it easily to make good use of a Comet. We cleared this flank, we can push now, just cap the base, and we can push to city because 2 heavies, 1 medium and a tank destroyer are in the city. And we have an advantage now because, yeah, here you can see the bounce on the gun manlet of the turret. We have advantage of tanks, so we can easily push, but remember not to yellow even at this stage, because if you yellow they can win easily even if you're up on tanks. But unfortunately for us, we bounced this shot, but we will be we won't be able to finish it, but we were close to. Now we can see our team is moving right now, so I decided to flank on the left with the SU-100Y, and we can easily clear those 2 targets because they are both one-shots. SU takes 1 out, and I'll probably take the second one as I remember correctly. This tank has a great rate of fire, as you can see, so it really pumps shots like crazy. and it's mobile enough to run from the heavies if needed. This tank has a really phenomenal frontal armor, but if you get on his side, you will easily pen him. And one for us, good for us. Let's look at the summary. Second class, we got the Confederate medal, we have the brothers in arms because we are tuning and we both made some kills. Top damage 1980 damage, 2 kills, 904 XP, base XP of course. Um, we made also some assistant damage, as you can see. Yeah, we kind of like shot almost everyone. Oh, we shot at everyone. So good for us. Okay, and for the credits, as you can see, we will playing with the premium account, but even without the premium account, you will still make almost 12k silver on this kind of battle with such a damage. In most cases, you will get on plus even when using full consumables and some pramo. Okay, let's go for the next game. Okay, the second game is on Vineyards. It's a supremacy game. This time I'm tuning with my friend, the clanmate, Spartan 1980, and we're going to bases A and B. I told my team to not go to C, because in most cases it doesn't really make sense. They have 3 heavies, but they also have 3 mediums, and they can flank us easily if we go to the city. As you can see, we are spotting some targets. We'll be able to shoot, but unfortunately miss. Uh, the gun isn't great. It's good, but isn't great. But still, it can do much good stuff on middle range. It's not a sniper tank, okay? It's a mobile flanker, so you should use it as a flanker. And we're going to see it in a moment. At first, we don't know where all the enemies are. We can see there are 5 enemies spotted already. We mainly know where they are, but there's another tank in front of us on our right, and we really can't push because it will be a suicide. But we can, if we use the map correctly, use the ridges, we can try to do some good stuff. And we will start with this SU-152, which is a big gun. I can do much bad stuff to our team. And remember, always try to clear the guns. You shouldn't be leaving the enemies on low health, because it doesn't really matter if the tank has 100% health or just 1 HP. They can still shoot and make damage, and it often gives you a situation where when you're facing like 1 shots on red team and you're alone, or alone with 2 tanks left on your team, and there's nothing you can do about so many enemies at the same time. So that's good to clear the enemies at the beginning. Have no shots available. We're spotted, so we're not over pushing. But now it's time to do some damage and clear the tanks. There's only 3 left, so we can just try to clear them. There's a bit of RAM, but the tank isn't the heaviest, so we did just small amount of damage. As I told you, the penetration isn't great, but if you flank, as you can see, the side of the turret is penetrable. The roof is penetrable. Unfortunately, we hit the manlet. Yeah, but still we can easily pen if we use the tank from the side. As you can see, it's a tier 8 heavy tank, and still we can easily pen the sides, which is nice. And the battle has finished with a win. So another second class, another brothers in arms. We did 3 kills, made 22.218 silver, made almost 1,300 damage. Our friend made, our platoon mate made 2 kills. Not much of a damage, but in some games it's not about damage, it's about killing the enemy and winning. So okay, we did some assistant damage for efficiency. We, as you can see, we managed to do some damage to modules, to enemies, some assistant damage. As for credits, again, 22 over 22k of silver with the premium, over 10k without the premium, but we used booster for this game, so still you will have some profit, but really low this time. Okay, and the last game, it will be a mastery, but that's gonna come up right now. Okay, last game and the mastery on Comet, still tuning with Spartan. By the way, great guy, and great teammate and teammate. So we are pushing C, as you can see. We have 4 mediums and a light tank. Enemies have just 4 mediums. So we get advantage of 1 tank on this side, and if we make use of it, we will win. Look where I am and where I'm shooting. The gun depression is really phenomenal. I love this tank for this. And as you can see, the rate of fire is also nice. It spits bullets like crazy. Our teammate is doing a great job by flanking and shooting from the other side, so we can easily show only our turret and do some use of our rate of fire. And remember, always look at the map. Always look at the minimap as much as you can. Just look where the enemies are, so you won't get flanked, and you really can do good stuff. There's a SU. We tried to track him, but we didn't manage. We only damaged his track, but we were behind him. He can't do nothing about it. And now we just just totally pumping damage out of it. And second kill for us. Here's a firefly. Yeah, and here's the magic of the gun mantlet. Look how steep this hill is, and still we can get the gun low enough to show our turret, which can bounce, as I told you, and still make shots. Look where we are and where the enemy is. Yeah. Third kill for us. We lost the track for a second. Now I decided to push on the KV2 because he's a big gun. He make such bad things to us, and it's 2-on-2. So use your mobility to, yeah. And cleared. Fourth kill for us, and only 1 enemy left. Can we get a kill? Can we get a 5th kill and get the Redley Walters? Let's watch and see, boys and girls. So we're pushing. There's 2 against 1, so good for us. And now is the fun part. We were able to, yeah, and we bounced. I don't know, probably gun mantlet again. We tried to use HE, didn't work. Yeah, unfortunately for us, we didn't we didn't kill him, but we still managed to get 4 kills and get mastery. So I told you, gun mastery, a mastery, a top gun, high caliber. Lots of good stuff here. 3,484 damage, 48, almost 49k silver, 4 kills, so 1200 base XP, which is enough to master most of the tanks in the game. So we did some assistant damage also, not much, but still. And as you can see, we shoot it like almost everyone. Again, it's a very mobile tank, so you can do it a lot of times. Okay, so we did 48 or 49k of silver with a booster. Without the booster, it would be like 38. Without a premium account, it would be like 16k profit. So still a nice profit. And that's all, boys and girls, for today. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If you want to get review on your favorite tank or a tank that you're interested in it, I will do it for you if I only can. So subscribe, send me comments, send me messages, write in comments which tank you would like to see review on, and see you all on the battlefield. Bye bye for now.